Welcome to seated standing Pilates. You should need a chair. You need a ball and or a cushion and a couple of blocks. Okay. We're going to start standing. We're going to adjust the chair, so the chair's going to move around. So we try and get it to flow a little bit, but at the same time, it is going to. We're not going to be flowing completely from one move to another. Okay. So just to start mobilising through the body, we're going to check on our body position. So making sure the knuckles, the big toes together, heels are parallel. Feeling that connection through the inside thigh, so that the seams are coming together. Roll the shoulders back and try and lift the crown of the head towards the ceiling. Pull the tummy in towards the spine, creating a nice, strong centre. Good. Take a few moments just to concentrate on your breath. So think about breathing into the rib cage and allowing the shoulders to stay nice and relaxed, pulling away from the ears, and breathe out. And again, breathing in through the rib cage and out. And as you breathe in, roll the shoulders back and down. And again, roll the shoulders back and down. And again, roll them back and down. Let's reverse it. Let's send them forwards. Good. And again, softening those knees. Now bring those shoulders up towards the ears even, and drop them down. And again, bring them up and down. Lifting them up. One more, lifting up and down. Let's take those hands and place them onto the shoulders. We're going to increase that range of movement. Good. By just sending those elbows round. Good. Tummy's pulled in, keeping that centre strong. Good. And reverse it. Send it back the other way. What a glorious day it's been today. Hasn't it been lovely? Good. Send those arms out and wide. Good. From here, we're just going to turn. Now, keeping those hips facing forwards, we're just going to twist to one side, bring it back into centre. And again, sending it through the other side, back into centre. Relax the shoulders. And again, twist. Back into centre. And twist. Back into centre. Good. Send those arms out to the side. Now, just press those thumbs back so the palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Pull those elbows in towards the waist and lengthen. And again, in towards the waist, and lengthen, in, and lengthen. And again, pull it in, and lengthen. Take those arms up towards the ceiling. Now, as you know, I can't reach up any higher than here because of my ceiling. And now I want you to just reach through the arm. So stretch one arm up as high as it will go. Good, and bring it back to centre. And again, reaching up the other way. Good. And back to centre, lifting up and hitching up through that hip if you can. Good. And again, lifting up. Good. Send those arms back down. Now send the thumbs down towards the floor. So it's opening up that chest. So press the palms of the hands back towards the wall. Good. And bring the hands back behind the body. Take the hands behind the body and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drop the chin down towards the chest. And lift. And again, drop the chin down towards the chest and lift. Turn the head and look over one shoulder. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together. Bring it back to centre. And again, turn the head, look over one shoulder. Bring it back to centre. And again, turn the head and centre. Turn the head and centre. Drop the ear down towards that shoulder. Good. And lift. And again, drop the ear. And lift. Good. And again, drop it down. And lift. One more time. Drop it down. And lift. Relax those shoulders. So allow those shoulders just to roll forwards. Send the arms back and forwards. And back. And forwards. Good. Bring those arms down towards the hips. Drop the chin down. Let's roll the shoulders forward and start to roll our spine. Or start to lengthen the spine, I should say. So keeping those shoulders wrapped around the ears, we're rolling all the way down. Feeling that stretch all the way down the back, into the back of the thighs. Allowing the hands to come down towards the mat if you can. Soften those knees. Good. And start to roll yourself back up. Restacking each of the bones one by one. Head coming up last. Good. Roll the shoulders back. And again, drop the chin down towards the chest. Roll the shoulders forward. Tucking that tailbone under. Pulling that belly in towards the spine.
Good, allowing those arms just to come, feel really heavy, shoulders heavy. Good, feel that stretch all the way down through the spine. Good, and start to roll yourselves back up. Let's send those arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to take those arms up, and then we're going to come up onto the toes. Good, and send the heels down. And again, send the heels up and down. Soften the knees, send the heels up and down. And again, send them up and down. Send those arms out towards the side. Good. Good. We're going to twist round. And as you twist round, I want you to pull that arm back behind you. Now, I've just run out of space. I'm going to step forward. So as you pull back, you're going to bring the elbow. So bend the elbow and pull the elbow back as you bring the other arm in front of the body. Good. And send it back to centre. And again, send the elbow back. Good. Try and keep those arms in line. And back to centre. So a bit of a bow and arrow. But trying to push that hip forwards. Good. And back to centre. And again, send it back. And again. Hold it there. Good. Sending those arms down. Send those arms up. Back up towards the ceiling. Good. And we're going to come up onto the toes. Good. Hold this position here. Now keep those arms up above the head, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to pedal through the heels. Good. And continue to pedal. Tuck that tummy in. Tuck the tailbone under. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring those heels down. Bring the arms down. Good. Arms down by your sides. We're going to roll over to one side. Say roll. We're going to lean over to one side. We're going to drop that hand down towards the ankle. Good. And bring it back up to centre. And again, the other side. So dropping that arm down. And back to centre. And again, send it down. Back to centre. And again. Back to centre. Good. Take your hand onto the chair. We're going to lift one leg. Just take that toe out to the side. Now try not to lean into that chair. Try and lift up out of this hip. Soften that knee. Hold that position here. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Can we bring one arm up towards the back of the head? Lift and lower. Lift, lower. So it's a bit of a snatch as you lift and lower. Soften that supporting knee. Good. 2. Last one. Good. Now turn and face the chair. Same leg. We're going to flick it back. So we're holding the toe just behind us, okay? And we're flicking that heel up and back down. So again, try not to lean into the chair. Try and keep up nice and tall. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Tummy's in and lower. Lift, lower. Relax those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And bring that leg in. Okay. We're going to just bring it back around. We're going to send that leg out in front. So that leg, so again, just bringing that leg in front. You can tap the toe onto the floor if you can, if you want to. Again, supporting the supporting leg slightly soft. We're going to flick it up and down. Now the foot's slightly turned out, so we're working that inside thigh. Flick up and down. Up and down. Up. So again, just taking a hand gently onto the back of the chair, just for a little bit of support. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. 3 more. Lift. 2 and 1. Good. And send it down. It's up to you if you want to stay on the same chair. I'm just going to move the chair around to the other side. Okay, same on the other side. So again, just taking a hand through, or just placing the hand gently on top of that chair. Again, you're not leaning over towards it. You're going to send that leg out to the side. So we're lifting up out of this hip, staying nice and tall. We're going to lift. Now, take the hand behind the back of the head if you wish. Lift. And again. Bend that supporting knee, lifting up out of that hip. Tummy's pulled in. Toes facing forwards. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And bring it back round in front. So you lift the chairs in front of you. Good. We're going to send that leg back behind. So just take that toe back behind you. Holding it here. Now slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. We're going to flick it up. Now try not to lean into that chair. Try not to take any weight through the chair. Lift. And again, lift up. Lift. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it back round so you're facing front. Tap the toe in front. So again, the toe's just staying long. You're not pointing that toe. You're not trying to drive the foot away from you. You're just, again, just allowing that toe to stay long. Supporting leg nice and soft. We're flicking up and down. Flick and down. Supporting leg soft and down. Flick and down. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. And send it down. Good. We're going to face that chair. Okay, we're going to think about the inside thighs now. So we're going to take the feet, and we're going to take the feet into a V position. So our feet are turned out. So heels are together, and toes are in a, if we're doing ballet, it'd be first position, but they're in a V. So Pilates V. Okay. So heels together, toes at about 45 degrees. Use the chair to create just that little bit of extra support if you need it. Okay, and the idea here is I want you to think about zipping up all the way from the ankles all the way up into the tummy muscles or into the tummy buttons here. Okay, so we're not lifting, we're not coming up onto the toes just yet. The idea is as we breathe in, everything zips up, zips in. Okay, and as we release it, we breathe out, just release that movement. Okay, so again, hands are just soft on top of the chair. Shoulders nice and relaxed, tummy's tucked in, tailbone tucked under. Good. And we're going to zip, but don't forget to breathe. You've got to breathe. So breathing in as we zip everything up. So zip up, breathing in. And breathe out as you release everything out. And again, so you're zipping up. Imagine the zip pulling up in towards that tummy. Zip in. And out. Squeeze the inside thighs. Putting that tummy in. And again, breathing in. And out. And again in. And out. One more. Breathing in. And out. Good. As we lift, as we suck in, and we're going to lift up onto those toes. Now keep those heels together, okay? So we're lifting up onto the toes. So again, zipping up and lift. So 4 of these. Are we ready? Lifting up. And out. Now I want you to focus on taking the crown of the head upwards, not forwards. So lifting up, breathing in and out. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. I've lost count. And again, one more. Breathing in and out. Good. Okay, now we're going to take it down. So we're going to breathe in as we send the buttocks down towards the heels and breathe out as we lift up. So we're coming into a small chair, okay? I don't want you to try and get the bottom down towards the heels. It's not what it's about. It's about stretch through the calves and into the ankles. So again, we're breathing in as we're sending it down, but pull that belly in and breathe out as we send it back up. Shoulders nice and relaxed. And again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and out. One more. Breathing in and out. Good. We're really working those inside thighs. Okay, we're going to send the legs into a second position. So those heels are going to sit underneath or just slightly narrower than the hips, okay, but slightly wider than your sit bones. All right, so allow it to feel comfortable. The feet are turned out to about 45 degrees. And again, we're zipping up through into the belly. So no movement through the feet, no movement through the body. You're just zipping as you pull the belly in and you're trying to pull the inside thighs together. So try and you're trying to create, we're trying to close the zip on the inside seams of your leggings. Okay, are we ready? Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Relax those shoulders. And again, breathing in and out. Now we're going to do the same, coming up onto the toes, but this time, again, think about going upwards, not forwards. Okay, so breathing in, lift up, and down. Soften the knees, breathing in, and down. And again, breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and out. Good, we're going to come into that chair. So we're going to send the knees wide. Now again, we're only coming down as far as the knees will take it. We're not trying to get, the knees are going to sit over the toes, but we're not taking too much weight through those knees. So allowing that tailbone to come down over the heels and lift. Squeeze those inside thighs. And again, sending it down, shoulders nice and relaxed. Crown of the head lifted towards the ceiling, tummy's pulled in. And again, sending those knees out. And that stretch through the calves and into the ankles. And again, sending it down. And breathe out. Okay, one more leg position. So I think some of you have done, I think most of you have done this with me before. Okay, so we're going to take the foot position into third position if we're doing ballet. So we're placing that heel into the arch of the foot. Okay, we're not going to be doing the squat. We're just going to be doing 4 breaths as we zip up, and then we'll come up onto the toes. And then we'll change legs and repeat that. So 8 on each side in total. So feet are at in third position. Again, we're zipping up. So zip up, pull the belly in and out as you release it. And again, breathing in, pull the seams of the leggings together and down. And again, lifting up and out. Lifting up and out. One more. Lifting up. And out. Good, up onto those toes. And we're going to lift up, breathing in and out. A little bit unsteadier this one. And again, breathing in and out. Relax those shoulders, pull those shoulders away from the ears. Lifting up and take it down. Go on. And again, lifting up and down. Let's change legs. This is our last one. Good. So sending that foot in towards the arch of the foot here. So again, just zipping up, so putting those leggings together. So lifting up and out. And again, lifting up and out. And again, lift. So try and lengthen the spine and breathing out. One more, lifting up and out. Up onto those toes. So try and take the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, lifting up. And down. And again, lifting up. Tummy's pulled in, tailbones tucked under. Breathing out. 2 more. Lifting up. And down. Lifting up. And down. Good. Well done. Give those legs a bit of a shake. So really, really working those inside thighs, buttocks, yeah? And again, working the calves as well, because we're coming up into that lifted position. All right, so I'm going to turn the chair. Okay, you can turn it the other way if you wish, okay, so if you want the back to be facing you, you can, but we're going to use one edge of the chair. So, we're going to take the hands down towards the chair now. Okay, now just manoeuvre the legs so they're sitting just about underneath the hips, so heels underneath the hips. Tummy's pulled in. So the arms are going to be slightly, we're not coming up, we're not in this position here, okay, we're just sending, so the hips are over the ankles, but the arms are slightly forwards of the shoulders. Okay. You can take the hands to the side of the chair if you've got the back of the chair facing you. If you're not quite sure about the wrists, just takes a little bit of pressure out the wrists. Now those heels are sitting underneath your hips. Okay. No wider than the hips though, so they are a little bit wider. There's a bit of stability. Okay, drop the chin down towards the chest, open up the shoulders, so push the back or push the belly button up towards the ceiling, tuck that tailbone under, we're in our nice cat stretch. And we're going to reverse that, so we're going to press the tailbone away, allowing that head to lift. Now squeeze those shoulder blades together. So that stretch down the back of the thighs and into the calves. And again, drop the head down, towards the chin down towards the chest, tuck the tailbone under, imagine that belt around the waist. Putting that belly up towards the ceiling. Good. And reverse it. Opening up. Good. Pressing that belly down towards the floor. And again, lifting up. Pull the belly in. Now lift up onto the toes. Now keep the buttocks over the heels and send it down. Good. Lift up onto those toes. Pull that belly in and send it down. Good. And again, lifting up and down. One more, lifting up onto the toes and down. Let's reverse it. So send that tailbone away. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift that head. Lift up onto those toes. You're going to really feel it stretching down the hamstrings and send the heels down. And again, lifting up onto those toes and send it down. And again, two more, lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Good. Just hold that position. Just allow the legs to bend. Just give the spine a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a shake if you need to. Give the wrist a little bit of a shake. Okay? All right. Just send those legs away just slightly. Okay. We're going to bend those elbows. So we're going to pull the elbows down and lift. Okay? So a little bit of press-up work. But the idea here is the legs are staying straight, although soften the knees. Okay? Soften those knees slightly. We're going to pull the elbows in and lift. So we're trying to open up the chest. We're squeezing the elbows into that centre line and we're lifting. So a little bit of press up work. Good. A little bit of work through the chest and the triceps and lift. Four more. Send those elbows down only as far as you can go and lift. I'm not expecting you to get them down to the floor. And lift. Unless, of course, you are on the mats. Obviously, you can mimic this on the mats. Good. And again, one more. I think I've got one more. And lift. Good. Now hold that position here. So we're now in a, is it trapezius position? So legs are slightly further out than the hips, and the arms are, or the hands are slightly further out than the shoulders. Just widen the feet slightly so they're more hip width. Slightly wider than hip width, just for a bit of stability. Obviously, if you want to reduce the stability, create a slightly narrower position with the feet. We're going to lift one arm and send it down. Lift the other arm and send it down. Good. And again, lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Good. Now, can we lift one leg? I'm not sure if you can see my leg. I'm going to kick the wall. Good. And send it down. And knock the tree over. I'm going to move myself a little bit along. There we go. Okay, so I'm lifting up and down. Lift the leg and down. And again, lift and down. Lift. And down. So that back should be fairly straight, okay? So the back should be in neutral position at the moment, within its natural curve. And again, lift and down. Lift and down. Now, can we lift one arm, opposite leg? Lift and hold. Hold it there. Good. Lengthen through those positions if you can. And send it down. And the other side, lift up. Good. Lengthen through from fingertips to toes and send it down. Still hitting my tree. And again, lifting up and lengthen. Good. Send it down. Obviously, adjust your arms and your feet. If you want to pull everything a little bit closer, you can for more stability. Lift and send it down. Two more. Lifting up. Relax the shoulders. Lift the arms, try and take the arm and the legs so they're parallel, and send it down. And again, last time, lift up, lengthen, and send it down. Good. Just bring those legs in just slightly. And allow those hips to sit over the heels as you press the head down and allow the arms to stretch through the chest. Back to the legs. Again, soften those knees. I've got such hyper-mobile knees. They press back a little bit too far. So just bend those knees in if you need to. Good. And roll yourself up into a nice cat stretch before releasing the shoulders. Good. Let's send those legs away just a little bit more. So we're a bit more in a plank position. Can we do planky position? So you can lift the heels slightly if you want to, but try and keep those heels down. So we're not in this position, okay? We're sticking the bottoms out just slightly. We're going to lift one leg and send it down. Good. Now as you lift that leg, try to push the bottom up. Lift the other leg and send it down. And again, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Two more. Lift up and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Again, just press back into those heels. Allow the head to drop. Feel that stretch through the through the underside of the arms. Good. And again, roll yourself up, allowing the head. So now I want you on your toes, and I want those shoulders to come over the wrists. Now push the bottom up and roll back onto the heels. And again, lift up onto the toes. Create that C-curve through the spine as you roll forwards into a sort of plank position here. Good. And again, press the belly up towards the spine and send the heels back. Good. And again, lifting up. Open up the chest as you allow the head to lift into that plank. Good. And again, press the belly up and press those heels back. Good. Just walk those feet in and roll yourselves up nice and slowly. We haven't quite finished in that position yet, but I just want you to give your wrists a bit of a chance to recoup for a moment. If you need to stretch the wrists out, then by all means do. So just taking the backs of the hands and just pushing, pulling that the palms of the hand in. Rainbow. Alright, so we're going to come back down into this position again. So again, allowing for the wrists to be slightly forwards of the shoulders and the ankles to be slightly forwards of the hips. We're going to lift one leg and then we're going to send that leg over, tap the toe over one side of that leg, what you can see. Then you're going to bring that leg over and bring it to the side. Okay, then you're taking it over and touching the floor. Now the idea here is there's going to be a little bit of movement through the hips. The hips are going to wiggle from side to side, as it were. But I don't want there to be any movement through the shoulders. I want you to try and keep the shoulders fixed. Okay, shoulders are fixed. So you're feeling that stretch down through the waist. But again, you're going to feel a little bit of rotation through the hips and into the waist. So we're going to lift one leg. Keep the shoulders fixed. You drop one leg down. You can bend the knees slightly if you wish. And send it over and try and bring it sideways so it's in line with the hips. Good. Lift it over and send it down. Tummy's pulled in. And again, send it over. Back behind you, so to the diagonal. And rainbow, up and over, out to the side. And up and over, touch the floor if you can. If you can't touch the floor, please don't panic. Just mimic that movement and again, send it over. Good. Two more. One more. Oof. Send it over. And again, bring it back into centre. Good. I'm going to just turn my chair and come the other way because I'm going to back from the hips and the wrists are slightly out from the shoulders. So trapezium. I think it's a trapezium, isn't it? Is that what it is? Oh well, I'm not very good with my shapes. I'll ask my son. He knows better than I do. We're going to lift that leg up. We're going to tap that toe and I'm going to hit my spine. And it's going to hammer candles, and it's going to go down, and it's going to lift up and bring it back round, so it's in line with that foot. Okay. Lots of editing. Good. So lifting up, send it over, tap the toe, tap the foot down, and bring it round in line with that foot. So it's coming in line with that front leg. Yeah. And send it over. And again. And over. And again. Oof. Two more. Keeping those shoulders nice and fixed. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Finishing this one off. Send it out in line with that toe and bring it back in. Again, just pressing that bottom back. Allow the head just to drop down. Tummy's pulled in. Feeling that stretch under the arms, through the back of the legs into the buttocks. Good, up onto the toes and pull it forwards into that plank. And again, push the belly up and allow the back to flatten out. Good, one more, lifting up. Now hold this position here. So we're in our plank, we're off the toes. We're going to lift one leg, send it down. Slide the shoulder blades down the back of the body. Good, lift up and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Lift and lower. Good, push those heels back and walk those feet in. Rolling yourself up, restack. And bring the chair into a position where you can lay your tummy on the chair. Okay, so we're just going to mimic a couple of those movements that we did on the floor, with our arms on the chair. If you're not happy about placing the tummy on the chair, you can come down onto the floor. Okay, so we're going to be doing Superman stroke swimming. Okay, so you all know the different movements that you could be doing on the floor if you're not happy about doing on the chair. So coming down onto the chair, we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders. Okay, so we're not balancing particularly, all right? Again, if it hurts the rib, you may want a pillow or cushion underneath the chair. It depends on how hard the chair is. Okay, so we're going to come into our Superman. So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now pull the tummy in. Lift and lower. Relax those shoulders. Lift and lower. Lift and lengthen. Lower. Lift and lengthen. And lower. Good. And again, lift and lengthen. Good. Lift. Pull the tummy in. Remember that blueberry. Just because we're not laying on the floor doesn't mean to say that blueberry's not disappeared. Send it down. One more. Lift and lengthen. And send it down. Good. Now, just adjust yourself slightly so you can lift the legs. Now, use the arms to support you. Okay, and we're going to paddle the feet. Relax the shoulders and paddle. Can we release the arms as well? I can't. I'm not going to have a go. If you want to release the arms and paddle the arms at the same time, you can. Good luck with that one. Some of you are trying. It's brilliant. Well done. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Keep pedaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice bit of front crawl there. Well done. What about breaststroke? Where's the breaststroke? Well done. Yes, excellent. Okay, well done. All right, place the hands onto the chair. And again, pushing back, rolling the spine. And allow the legs and the upper body to stretch out. Good. So again, just different body positions, different opportunities just to see how we can do those different moves. So again, Superman, planks, leg lifts, leg lift pros, that sort of thing. All those things we can do in different positions and using the chair. And it just helps with that stability. Okay.